Hello everyone. In previous class, I discussed about Andhra Pradesh DSC 2025 chemistry questions. 9 questions I have already discussed in 2 videos with elaborated concept and all. So because if you learn the concept, if the question is present in any way, you can easily answer. Likewise, I explained in previous 2 videos. Let us see in this video continuation 10th question. Chemical nature of magnesium oxide. So magnesium oxide is there. How do we know chemical nature? So if it is magnesium oxide is dissolved in water. Whenever magnesium oxide is dissolved in water, it produces magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. I have taken the litmus paper. Particularly, I have taken the red litmus paper. Now, this magnesium hydroxide changes the red litmus paper into blue. So, to know the litmus concept in my previous videos, I clearly explained how litmus is working, what is litmus and all. So, if you want the concept entirely in an elaborated manner, watch my previous videos, 7th class acids, bases, salts. In that I have given. So magnesium hydroxide turning the red litmus into blue color. So those substances which converts red litmus into blue color is a base. One more evidence is also nothing but magnesium oxide usually reacting with acids. Usually it is reacting with acids and produce salt and water. Which substance produce salt and water? Base only, bases. This is what we call it as neutralization. This neutralization also I have explained in my previous videos clearly. One dedicated video is there in neutralization regarding 7th class acid, bases, salts concept. In that I have explained with same example also. So neutralization means acid, base react with each other, produce salt and water. So these two are suggesting that magnesium oxide is a base. So answer is base. So now next one is compound used for softening of water is. So for softening of water we are using Calgon. In previous exam they have given what is Calgon. Calgon is nothing but sodium hexametaphosphate. Sodium hexametaphosphate is called as Calgon. Calgon is used for the softening of water. So for softening of water, Calgon is used. What is hexametaphosphate? This is the metaphosphate. Metaphosphate is nothing but salt of metaphosphoric acid. Metaphosphoric acid. Metaphosphoric acid is nothing but HPO3. This is metaphosphoric acid. So salt of this one is nothing but any metal PO3X. This is generalized form of salt of metaphosphoric acid. Metaphosphoric acid is HPO3. Metaphosphoric acid is HPO3. But salt of metaphosphoric acid is this hydrogen is replaced by sodium. This hydrogen is replaced by magnesium. This hydrogen is replaced by calcium. This hydrogen is replaced by potassium. Likewise. So that is what we call it as salt of metaphosphoric acid. So here what happened? Sodium hexametaphosphate. Sodium. Now they have taken sodium metaphosphate. How many times? Hexa. Hexa means 6. So now elaborate this Na6P6O18. This is the formula of Calgon. In previous exams also they asked what is Calgon? Sodium hexametaphosphate. What is the formula of Calgon? Na6P6O18. From this concept nowadays definitely they are asking what is the Calgon use. It is used for the softening of water or removes the hardness of water. Removes hardness of water. So this is what we call it as Calgon. What is meant by hardness? Hardness is nothing but excess calcium magnesium salts like chlorides, sulfates, carbonates, etc. are present. Excess salts, these are like calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate, magnesium carbonate. These are present in excess in water. If excess salts are present, that water is called as hard water. So which is not useful for many industrial purposes. That's why we need to remove this hardness. How we are removing? By adding Calgon. So what is Calgon? Sodium hexametaphosphate. So this is the formula to frame. This is the logic to frame. If you remember this, it is very easy to answer. Na6P6 Na6P6O18 is the answer. Na6P6O18. In choosing the answer also very important. Here also Na, here also Na, here also Na. But hexa, Na6P6O18. This is the answer. Now, third question, very simple. Odd one from the following. Polythene. Polythene is a plastic. Rayon, nylon, polyester, these are fibers. So odd one out is nothing but polythene. Polythene is the odd one out, which is a plastic. So this is the answer for the 10th, 11th and 12th questions. You might have understand these concepts, very important, because if you know the concept in other exams, similar question, what is Calgon, if they'll give you, you can easily write the answer. Third question, in a chemical equation, the arrow mark between reactants and products. Usually we have reactants gives products. They are asking what is the symbol of this arrow. Symbol of this arrow gives the direction of reaction, which is a fact based question, which is not an evolution of gas. Evolution of gas is an upper arrow. This is symbol of gas. So catalyst, precipitate. Precipitate is nothing but down arrow is precipitate. Down arrow is precipitate. This arrow is direction of reaction. Forward reaction, backward is also there. So forward reaction, and this is also backward reaction. So forward reaction, backward reaction, we can easily guess by using these symbols of arrows. Up arrow is symbol of gas. Down arrow is symbol of precipitate. Precipitate is nothing but like solid formed in a chemical reaction. So 14th question, the correct sentence from the following. In physical change, no new substance is formed. In chemical change, no new substance. So you have to understand physical change, chemical change concept. Physical change means no new substance is formed. No new substance is formed. Chemical change. See, physical change, whenever no new substance is formed, it is a reversible, which is a reversible property. If any physical change, there is a reversible property based on physical and chemical changes. Definitely I will upload the video regarding this. Is a 7th class physical change, chemical change concept question. In detail also I will explain, the lesson wise also I will explain in next classes and all. So as of now I am explaining, it is a reversible and not permanent. Regarding chemical change, this is physical change. Regarding chemical change, whenever it is a chemical change, in this new substance is formed. Acid react with base, salt and water is produced. So likewise, new substance is formed. New substance is formed, which is a permanent. Once it is formed, there is no reversible process, which is a permanent. So based on these facts and all, we need to try to answer. In correct sentence they are asking. In physical, no new substance is formed. So which is a correct one. So in a chemical chain, no new substance is formed. But in chemical chain, new substances are produced. So it is wrong. Statement is wrong. Chemical change is not permanent, but it is a permanent process. Though, so this statement is also wrong. Physical change is not reversible, but physical change is reversible. So this is also wrong. So among all the statement, A is the correct sentence. Remaining all are wrong, depending on the properties of chemical change and physical change. Now, coming to number of valence electrons and valency of argon. So now let us see what is meant by valence electrons. Valence electrons means outermost electron configuration. Electron configuration. Valency means number of bonds formed by atom. So this is the one. So we have argon. They are giving argon. So argon atomic number is 18. Let us try to write the electronic configuration according to Euler diagram. We have 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. What is Euler diagram? 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f. Likewise, 5s, 5p, 5d, 5f, 6s, 6p, 6d, 6f. Likewise, we are going from top to bottom. 1s, 2s, then 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, then 3d, 4p, 5s. This is what we call it as Euler diagram. According to that, we are filling the electrons. S will accommodate 2 electrons. P will have 3, px, py, pz. For single orbital, we have 2 electrons. 2 means total it accommodates 6. D electrons means 5 orbitals are there, it accommodates 10. What are those D? dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz square. So this is what we call it as Euler diagram. According to that, we are filling. Now 1s2. 18 electrons. 18 atomic number means 18 electrons are present. So 1s2, 2, next to 2s. 2s. S accommodates 2 electrons. S accommodates 2 electrons. So 2s2. Next to 2p. P accommodates 6 electrons. Next to 3s. 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s. 3s, S accommodates 2 electrons. So how many completed? 10, 12. Next, after 3s, we have 3p is there. 3p. But how many electrons left? As of now, 12 electrons. So this is what we call it as 6. Outermost means this is third shell. Third one is outermost. So it contains one orbital. S is 2 electrons. P I already told you, px, py, pz. So 6 electrons are present. So completely filled. If it is completely filled, it won't form any bond with any other substance. If it don't form any other bond, so valency is 0. But how many valence electrons are there? Valence electrons, outermost electrons are how many? 8 electrons are outermost electrons are present. That is what we call it as valence. So valence is 8. So valence electrons are 8, valence is 0. So first option itself is the correct answer. Because valence electrons are outermost electrons, 8 electrons. Valency means number of bonds formed by the other substance. Because this is completely filled electrons, it won't react with other substances, won't forms the bond. That's why this is inert gas. This is inert gas, won't generally forms the bond. So first option itself is the correct one. This is about the 15 questions of DSC 2025 explanation. If you like, give one like and then share. Thank you.